Okay, so as you can see here, we have our Jamboard. So basically the way Jamboard works is it's kind of like a digital whiteboard, just like you would have in a classroom. Of course, a lot of us are accustomed to having chalkboards in our classroom probably, but this is like a whiteboard, a digital whiteboard. So the project that I've asked you all to do, it's relatively simple. It's just going through the different steps of terminology acquisition and expansion that we talked about in class. And so what you do is we have this Jamboard here. We have our little tools on the side, and I've added some little helpful hints in our different frames. Each one of these is called a frame. So you go up here, it's just like PowerPoint, except you can draw all over it. So if you look here to the left, you can see I've left you some notes. Look to the left-hand side, you should see some different tools to draw on this frame. You can add images, text, shapes, sticky notes, or even draw. The possibilities are endless. Make sure to leave space for your classmates to respond. If you don't have enough space, be sure to zoom in using the magnifying glass in the upper left-hand corner. So I can draw, and then if you want to undo anything, you just do undo. There's also this eraser here. If you hold down, you can actually choose different types of pens, highlighter, brush, different colors, select tool. For instance, if I wanted to select an element, please don't delete the elements that I've already put here. If you want to add a sticky note, you can add a sticky note. So this is a sticky note. Save. Oh look, it's a sticky note. So you can add it wherever you'd like. And you can even hit delete. So I'm hitting the delete, not backspace, but delete on my keyboard. And you can add images, which I'm not going to add an image here. You can add shapes, different shapes, and then the text box tool, which is likely what you all are going to find really useful. This is text. And the way that this works is now I have the select tool selected. Select this guy. You can increase the amount of space that you have to write text like this. You can edit text by double clicking it. 1, 2. Now we're editing the text. Oops, can't type. Okay, and then let's say if you want to make this bigger or smaller. Ooh, big. Ooh, it's small. Okay, so that's about the smallest that it's going to get. So I would definitely recommend if you're running out of space, what you can do is you can actually zoom in. So you notice up here in the upper left-hand corner, we have the zoom. So it's fitting at 87%, but you can do it at 100%. You can do it at 200%, or you can even zoom in yourself. I have the zoom in tool selected, or I can zoom out. Zoom out, or just go back to 100%. So you can add all these different things here. So I asked you some questions, exposure. We talked about being proactive when it comes to exposing yourself to new terminology. What are some ways in which you plan to do this? Okay, and then you just write your little response in here. You can do, this is the laser tool. So this is really for if you're presenting this to people to show them different things. But if you want to add the sticky note tool, this is a sticky note. Save, and then you cancel. That way you can actually select it, and you can even make it teeny tiny. So there's plenty of space here if you really think about it for everyone in class to add their responses. Don't expect that everyone will, because someone always ends up having some sort of technical difficulties, but definitely give it a try. And then if you keep on going on, you can go to the next frame, the next frame, the next frame, the next frame, and the next frame. So that's pretty much it with Jamboard. You can go ahead and write, you can draw, like I said, you can do anything you like to contribute to the questions that we're asking. You can see everyone else's responses, which is, it's just a really cool collaborative thing. And hopefully by doing this, we all can kind of learn from each other and see what other people are answering as well. So it's a collaborative approach that we're using with Jamboard.